Well, hello again. Another little video. This one is because some gentleman asked me how I could show how I do my programming, my locos to go with my train announcements as well. But before I do that, let's remember I had my little signal box which I built, and what I've done since then, I've now put in all the interior, all the levers, and also is the LED strip there, and put a tube there so that when I do this, the cables don't float around in the signal box. So what we do now, we just light it up. As you can see all the signal levers in there. It looks lovely now. So that's something I've been doing. Now then, we get back onto what I was just talking about. This particular loco here, I've done a program for it. So I'll show you the program first and then how I actually did it. What I've actually done first is that I've now got all my loco running systems here, and then the little speakers there are actually train announcements so I don't get them all mixed up. So right, first of all is what I'll show you the one which we've just done, which is new key, which is there like that. We'll now come over here.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 11:30.
One thing with this is that the train announcement is separate from Railmaster. So one can overtake the other one, and it doesn't affect the timing of the system whatsoever.
New key only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the rear of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
Now when it comes round this next time, it will slow off and go into the station, and then you hear another announcement. Some of the trains behave properly and some don't. It's just one of the problems that you can get with locos.
The next train to arrive on platform 2 terminates here. All change please on platform 2.
That's that. So that is how we actually run them on my programs. So how we do that, first of all, if I reduce this down, sitting behind here, which is the thing, this is my train announcement system, which is from Pip and Bean. It's £20, best thing since sliced bread. So what you've got here is you've got the departures, everything else you want. So what we've got now is we're going to have new key. Those are all the stations you're going to call at. We've got the train as 2 coaches, then the first class is located, and also Mind the Gap, and also the regional railway, which I've got here. These are the bits here which we do here. So we can actually, you can put what you want, and I'll just put it in as regional railway. First of all, you set this up, and what you do is you play the sound.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 11:30 Regional Railway Service 2, Newquay, calling at Devonport Kings Road, Liskeard, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Parr, Roche, and Newquay only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
So that's the announcement. What you've got to do now is to record it. Now this system is a lot better than the old one because this goes directly into a sound file. So what you're going to do now is go to record, and what it does then, it asks you to give this announcement a name. I've actually got it as new key, so I'll skip that, but what actually happen is this. It'll do this now.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 11:30 Regional Railway Service 2, Newquay, calling at Devonport Kings Road, Liskeard, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Park, Roche, and Newquay only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
So that's the recording you've done, right? So what you've got to do now is go to here. You've got your rail master up here. What you've got to do is you've got to reduce it down to this size, because this is the bit that you want here. So first of all here, we'll now go to the tape, which is here. Click on that and it say anything you touch now will get recorded. So we do this. We now go to set the sound of the train. So we turn the train out. We'll now do a coal shovel. We'll do this bit here, which is the play sound bit.
The next train
Just go back in.
On platform 2 will be the 11:30 Regional Railway Service 2, Newquay, calling at Devonport Kings Road, Liskeard, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Park, Roche, and Newquay only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
Now click the guard. Now click a whistle. We go to cruise. Now one thing is, this loco is set on the acceleration of 30. So as you see, although it's supposed to be on full cruise, it's taking its time going and up to speed. Now what will actually happen is when we get round to here, what we'll do is we'll click the whistle again. Like that. We'll let it go round again. We must probably put in another whistle, although we'll leave the whistle for now. Let it come round. When it gets up there, we'll put it on shunt. There we come. That's that bit. We'll now turn the sound off. What we've got to do now is go to this tape again, and it say, do you want to see what you've just done? And we say yes, and that is what we've just done. Now first of all, you've got to give this a name. So what we call this is, call it min for now, min 2. Right, that's the name of the thing. Now if you notice here, between this one here and this one here, there's a long distance. So what we'll do now is here, after this one here, we'll just go to the plus down at the bottom, and in here now, we'll actually put this as 1050, there. We now go to this bit here and go for this cog, which is the program tog. Go to here. We now ask it for a play sound, which is that bit there. And on here now, if you click this now, these are all those sounds which we've just done. So if you go down here, which is the new key one, which is that one there, click that, click the open one, and it's now put it into there. Now one of the things is you see this here where it says it's 120 is stop, right? What we can do with this is we just go put into there, we put another plus in, and in here now we'll call this 119, which is just below the stop button. Right, we go in again. You can alter these whatever you want. It's just altering the figure and playing around with the times. Go in here again and go to the play sound there. Click on this and it brings you back to this again. Now right at the bottom here I've actually got one in here which is called terminate, which is the part of the rail master. I've made up that one. So that's that on there. That put that into there. We now click this and that shows that it's saved it when it's white, and that's pink. We come out of this now because we've saved it. Now then, we can just go back up to this up here because this is all we want, this bit is here. We now go up here. Now this is what you've got to do if you haven't got the Pro, but because with mine I do them by this. So we'll go down there it goes min 1 where we want it. We've got to find min 1. There, min 2, that was it, sorry, min 2, that was the one there. You click on this now. Let's put the train back in one sense where it was. Right, we just click on that now. What it'll do now, it'll now do what you've just done. There's the coal shovel which we did. Listen, the train announcements have no effect on what you're doing with your locos.
Calling out Devonport Kings Road, Lisgar, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Park, Roth, and Newquay only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the rear of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
What you might find is some of the sounds might not come on the first time, you have to run it a couple of times. That part worked. Let's just start off. So when it gets round here we should get the whistle. It didn't do it that time, but there's a whistle in there. It'll actually work next time, but that's how it operates anyway. All you've got to do is adjust the timing on the stop for when this, so this might not work properly, but you just have to fiddle the time around. See how it's done that? So what you've got to do with that is you've got to now drop that time from 120 down a little bit to make it do what it's got to do. And that's all it is. That's how easy it is to do them. And say what you've got with this, with the Pro, as you can see all these little things here, is what I've got to do with that is I'll go down to the track plan, my track plan, and go down here and go down to there where it is. Right now then, what I've actually done, let me just take this out for now, I'll just show you. It's gone. Right. So what I've got in this, you can only do this with Pro, you can't do it with the normal system. On here now, because this part is blank on a normal system, this is the Pro. So you click the clog, like that, you bring it down there, you see these here are all where they sit on the track, as they are up on the top there as well. If you now right click on it, what you've got to do now is look for that program, which is min 2, sorry, min 2. Find the min 2, that's it. Oh, I hate this part of this thing. This is why I do it by the way I do mine. Min 2 there. So you put that in there like that, and on here you can either do numbers, you could do what you want. So what I've actually got here is do that, and what that is now a program. these ones are all the ones when I do my train announcements. So I've actually come out of there now and do this and do this. Back to my layout. Go back down to 75, which is this one here. Now if I actually now put the train back to where it should be, you've always got to make sure your train is an identical start to where it starts from, otherwise it'll keep moving round inch by inch. So if I now click this now, this is the one I've just done again. Some of these can take me an hour, a couple of hours. I've got some which have taken me over a week to do, because I like to get them in perfect.
Platform 2 will be there. 11:30. Regional Railway Service 2. Newquay. Calling out. Devonport Kings Road. Liscard. Bodmin Parkway. Lostwithiel. Park. Roth. And Newquay. Only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the rear of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
Now, one of the major factors is when you're doing these programs is your track is perfectly clean. Because also when you've got the sound trains, because if you need one blip and it's throw the program out. Now what you've got to do is let the program run and then do it again. Don't try and stop it halfway through, because you'll mess the programs up. Well, so it did it that time. Sometimes just warming the trains up before you actually run them does it. Have to slow down. Because we haven't changed the stop sign on this, so it'll go where it was just been, I think. See what I mean? We haven't changed the stop on it. So we'd have to actually cut the part of the second down to make that work. And that's how we do them. Such as like this one here and that one over there. This one's normally sitting where that is, and that one over there sitting where this is. And what I've actually got 2 programs. One which brings that one over there first, then it fetches this one from here and brings it round to here, then another little button which brings them back to where they first start with. Same as this one. I've got this one which is one that comes out first, it'll stop there. I've got another one which will run it round. I've got another one which when I press a button it'll go from there over the crossing and back into where it's just come from. And that's how easy they are to do them. I've just done a gentleman in Dublin. Actually took me 3 hours. His layout, when he's sending me the plans, it was in one half, then a middle bit, then the end bit. And I did him quite a long while ago, but what I had to do is remod the whole of the 3 sections and rejoin them all back up again. And also it's now that you can actually get it completely on there, whereas the other bit was down here. I can do this at any time for you. So one of the things I can do is like with the signals. If I actually do this, all these signals change. I can put all these in, but this only could be done by Pro. All you have to do is send me your track plan and I'll put all the signals in. You don't have to actually physically have them on the track, but on here they will all work. You can, you buy them as you want them, but that's the way it works. So if you want me at any time, I'm here 7 days a week. I'm on 01782 29. Sorry, I'm getting wrong here. 01782 302194. That's my phone number. And also my email address, and both of them are actually on each of my videos. Please subscribe, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.